Long before Nigeria became a country, the Igbo people built a world rich in agriculture, craftsmanship, and knowledge. From fertile valleys and sacred earth deities to blacksmiths, intricate textiles, and secret scripts, their society thrived on skill, spirit, and exchange. Today, we uncover the vibrant life of Igbo land before colonialism, where every yam, every forge, and every symbol told a story. Olaoda Ekwano, captured from Igbo land in 1756, remember the land overflowing with corn, cotton, tobacco, pineapple, peppers, and fruits he never saw in Europe. Not every Igbo village was so blessed. Some communities like Inguru walked eroded soil, surviving through craft or trade, but everywhere, the earth, Allah, was sacred. Offense were judged not just by law, but by how they offended her, the divine earth. Yam cultivation was more than farming, it was identity. The Igbo celebrated the yam spirit, Ifejoko, crowned the best farmers as Ezeji, Yam King, and saw cassava as a food of necessity, not pride. No matter their craft or trade, most Igbo people remained tied to the land. Every year, a time came as a season of hunger, not always from famine, but from longing. Fresh yams had not yet come, and old stores dwindled. It was a time that bound the Igbo together, making the yam not just a food, but a sacred measure of time, survival, and celebration. With limited fertile land, many turned to crafts and trade. Nowhere was this clearer than in the art of iron. From Ibuku's 9th century relics to the forges of Oka, Abreba, and Inquere, blacksmith became the lifeblood of kermes. Oka smiths, famed across West Africa, took turns traveling for work, while Nkwere's gunsmiths earned their town the name Nkwere Opegbe. These guilds weren't just artisans, they were diplomats, traders, and keepers of secret knowledge, their skills wrapped in secrecy and ritual. Textiles were another cornerstone of Igbo life. Women spun, wove, and dyed cotton, creating clothes so fine that Akwete's weave rivaled anything from abroad, until foreign producers copied their patterns. Even so, these clothes became symbols of Igbo creativity, resilience, and beauty, linking villages to distant markets. Igbo land's diet leaned heavily on starch, but its trade balanced the plate. The delta's waterway produced salt and fish, while upland communities traded yam and labor. Canoes, some carrying 80 men, connected these walls, turning salt, protein, and even slaves to currency. Uburu salt lakes, run by women's guild, became strategic hubs for commerce with the north. Igbo society was not perfectly equal, but it was balanced. Wealth had limits, yam barns rotted, luxuries were few, and land was finite. So prestige came through titles and generosity, not hoarding. Rich men redistributed wealth through ceremonies, helping kin and funding festivals. Their names living not in ledgers, but in gratitude of their people. Beyond farming and trade, the Igbo preserved and shared knowledge through symbols. The script known as Insibidi, born in the borderlands and carried by secret societies, recorded court cases, agreements, and rituals. Although oral tradition ruled, Nsibidi's flowing marks show that literacy, in its own form, was very much alive. From fertile valleys to sacred scripts, from iron and salt to the spirit of Allah, the Igbo world before colonialism was a tapestry of resilience and ingenuity. It was a society where land, craft, and culture were together, a legacy that still whispers through the markets, festivals, and languages of today.